Next level.
What's good, YouTube?
It's been a week, kind of. Did a live stream yesterday on Beyond the Streams. Hope some of you guys got a chance to check that out. So we are doing, if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that I do work with Rojas on the Beyond the Streams channel for the podcast. So the podcast has started doing the live shows on Thursdays at the same time as today. So 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Beyond the Streams live stream. And that also gets chopped up into a podcast and comes out next Monday. So the live shows are on Thursday and the podcast comes out on Monday. So if you don't catch it, you can always catch it on the audio side wherever you listen to your podcast. But I hope everyone's feeling good on this Friday. It's been a very interesting day. A lot of you guys know that I've been actively involved in learning about stocks. I'm not going to say that I'm kind of a trader or an investor. I'm always trying to learn something, how to get better, how to become more knowledgeable, and all these wonderful tools that we have at our disposal today. So let's do something real quick. How about everyone put a 1 in the chat if you were here last Friday when I did my Feel Good Friday? While we do that, while everyone's catching up, sharing the links, whatever you guys got to do, I just want to say thank you for always supporting whatever I do. I've done a bunch of different things, starting from applications, reviewing applications. When I first got started on YouTube, I was reviewing VPNs and I was reviewing free VPNs, and I was really giving people some good information as to why majority, if not all, the free VPNs I don't really agree with, and a lot of the details. And then I moved on to devices, and then Android boxes, Fire Sticks, and then we went into a little bit more tech stuff. So I've done keyboards, Chromebooks. I actually have a video coming out on a mouse that I purchased. That was a really nice mouse. So I haven't finished the editing on that one yet, but it's actually a pretty nice mouse. This is a Logic MX Master 3, and this mouse is great if you're looking to take what you do on a computer to the next level. It has a whole bunch of customizations and software features to really speed up your productivity. But that's not what this is about. When I say thank you for supporting no matter what I do on this platform or wherever I do it on, I have had a lot of support of people going over, checking out the podcast, also checking out the new YouTube channels. So right now I'm actively involved in obviously NxtLvLTech, but we also have the Beyond the Streams YouTube channel. We also have the BS Clips YouTube channel. And I, from time to time, will join on other YouTubers, and I see a lot of the same people there. So I wanted to say thank you for always supporting whatever I'm doing, no matter where I'm doing it on. I'm also very active now on Twitter. But the best place to get a hold of me if you're looking to actually message me is Telegram. You'll also notice that I've pinned in the chat stocks group. So as I learn more about stocks and companies that I'm interested in, I share them in a stock group that I have on Telegram. I'm not trying to say that I know everything about stocks. I just like to share whatever I learn. And I've done that no matter where I've been, if it's been on YouTube, if it's been on Twitter, if it's been on Telegram, if it's been on the audio side on the podcast, no matter where it is. I love sharing everything that I learn, and no matter what I get excited about. I've spent some time thinking this year what I want to do on my channel. And it took me a moment, but one thing that I kept coming back to was I absolutely love doing live shows. And I don't want the live shows to stop, but I can't always show the things that I used to show on my channel. And it kept coming back to what am I passionate about? And right now, I'll be very blunt. I'm passionate about getting myself physically, financially, personally to that next level. And I've had to define what that is. And I've spent the first quarter of this year really picturing what I want that next level to look like for myself, financially and personally. And it's not necessarily all tech related, but we can all use tech products, applications, devices, basically maximizing everything in our life to get us where we want to be. And I think that's really what it's about for me. No matter what it is in your life, how do you get to that next level? How do you level up? No matter what you do. All of the tech that I've shown on my channel, I've always been excited about showing you guys how to do something different with it, how to get more from it. But I think it doesn't end there. If we can get more from something, then we get more value out of it. And what does that value mean for us? How do we reinvest that value? What does it mean? Because we get more out of something, if it's tech, if it's an application, whatever it is, does it create something for us? Does it create time? Does it save us something? Does it save us time? Does it save us money? Does it save us productivity? And what do we do with it? Where do we go from there? Are we thinking about that? So today, the title of this Feel Good Friday is invest in yourself. Pay yourself first. You know, there's so many times in our life where we struggle financially. I'm going to stick to finances right now, but we struggle financially. We see bills consecutively coming in month after month. And when they come in, we look at it and we say to ourselves, well, we got to do whatever we can to pay this bill, this telephone bill, this internet bill, this whatever it is, whatever the bill is, a credit card bill, it could be anything, right? Why don't we put the same effort into ourselves? Why can't we make the same kind of commitments, right? A lot of times our internet bills, they stay the same. If it's $50 a month, $100 a month, whatever it is, that price usually stays what it is with the majority of the plans that we have these days, right? So if we know that this company is going to shake us down every month for $100, right? We know that has to be put into our budget if we're budgeting for it or not. But why can't we make the same kind of commitment to ourselves? Why can't we say, you know what? I'm going to pay myself before I pay anybody else. Not a large amount. What if you start with $1? What if you start with $5, right? My challenge to everybody from this Friday is make a commitment to pay yourself. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's weekly. I don't care if it's monthly. That's up to you guys to define, right? And then take that same kind of effort that you struggle to pay these bills that come into your snail mail, your email boxes, your bank, whatever it is, and put that same effort into paying yourself first. Because we are always struggling to say, okay, this bill is $100. I got to figure it out. But our future and our finances and investments and our dreams are bigger than these bills that come through our doorstop. So that's my challenge I'm leaving with you guys for today. And I'm hoping that some way, somehow I can help you guys by motivating you guys to get to that next level, whatever it is, showing you guys that it can be actually a little bit brighter than what the rest of the world seems like some days. Last live show, I asked earlier, I put a 1 in the chat if you guys were here last Friday, and we had a couple people that dropped a 1. So we have Red Lantern, we have Octavia, Sandman, Uno Nice, Tim Windsor, Preppy Mama, what's up? Cyclone was here. There's a bunch of you guys that were here last week. And last week I left you guys with a challenge as well. There we go. And I'm going to put it up on the screen. The challenge was sticky notes, right? Sticky notes, old school tech. And the challenge was, I want you guys to take a pad of sticky notes, and wherever it is that you spend a lot of time in front of, if it's your mirror when you're brushing your teeth, for myself, it's my computers. I usually have sticky notes around my desk and around my monitors, just to help me either keep on track, keep goals in mind, and not forget things. My focus is not the best, so I need reminders. What's up, Blemo? I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? So what I asked everyone to do was to grab a pad of sticky notes, and before you go to bed at night, I wanted you guys to write 2 things on the sticky note and put it up there, right? And then the other sticky note was more of a long-term goal or whatever it was. Maybe it wasn't a daily thing that you wanted to do. Maybe it was something that was going to be done in a week from now, a month from now. And I wasn't asking for big things. It's not become rich. It could. I gave some examples like maybe drink more water. It's just simple tasks. And if you didn't complete it in that day, roll it over to the next sticky note for the next day. I see that Red Lantern said that he was doing the sticky notes, but I think that this is an awesome way to help us stay focused in what really matters in our lives, right? We're most productive, or generally we're most productive when we actually get moving in the morning, right? If we can knock some of our priorities out early in the morning, then we do have a bigger sense of accomplishment throughout that day. So it's just my way of telling you guys to stay focused on what really matters, because the world wants to pull us in so many different ways. And it can be a crazy, crazy ride if we're not paying attention. We don't even know where we end up if we can't picture where we're going. So I just 16 minutes straight. I know that was 11 minutes straight. I've been talking. So I hope you guys have been good. I'm going to catch up on the comments real quick. I did send Jug an invite because honestly, that show last Friday, if you guys haven't seen it, it was a really good show. A lot of great comments. A lot of people saying, hey, I want more of this because it was different. It was a very, very different live show. If you can't tell by now, today's show is not my typical Feel Good Friday. I really want to focus on the community and bringing more positivity to the community. Everybody needs it. I need it myself. I struggle with motivation myself, and a lot of people probably don't know that. They don't see it because they see me on YouTube, on live streams, on videos, and they're like, you make it look so easy. You can just get up in front of a camera and you can just talk. And it's not as easy as it looks. We all deal with our own struggles. We all have our own battles. And one of the things that I said in my last live show was, you never know what people are dealing with. If you care about somebody, just reach out and just say hello. That's it. We're all stuck in this pandemic. We don't know which way to think. And sometimes we really do need someone to talk to. So just be a little bit of that light that you want in your own life, right? So I'm going to go through the chat real quick and just see what I've missed. I'm really bad at multitasking. And I say this in my live streams a lot too, but I have difficulty reading the chat and talking at the same time because I can't focus. So if I miss your comments, I apologize. You can always come back and leave them as comments on the videos or leave them in the group on Telegram. I always check the groups on Telegram. That's the best place to get a hold of me. And the community on Telegram is honestly awesome. Before we get started though, in the description below, there's actually 2 links right at the top. And I highly suggest starting investing in your future. 2 different ways to do it in the link below. The first link is if you're in the United States. It's a way of getting 2 free stocks with Weevil. Weevil is one of the platforms that are commission free for stock trading in the States that I recommend. I'm not in the States, but from what I've seen from the applications, I'm jealous that I don't have access to Weevil, but there is a referral link in the description below that gives you guys 2 free stocks. So that's pretty cool if you want to check it out. Commission free, so you're paying exactly for what you're getting in the stocks. The second one is if you're in Canada, and that's using the application that's Wealthsimple. It's the only one that's available in Canada for us, and that's what I use myself. I also use my bank for trading stocks as well, but I highly recommend if you're just getting started, use something that's commission free so that you're maximizing your money so that it goes farther for you and you're not paying into those commissions and stuff like that. The other thing is, if anybody has been interested in stocks and been looking at stocks this week, especially today, you're going to see that it was a red market. A lot of people were scared, nervous. They're going to call it in the stock world paper-handed, and possibly selling off some of their positions because of the massive drops that are happening. There's a lot of different things that are going on with politics, with the economy, with stocks, all different kinds of things that are affecting the market right now. But one thing that I want to make sure that everyone understands is that investing in yourself is not a short journey. It is a journey, but it's not short. So a journey is something that it lasts a while. You have to go through many different things before you get to the end result and you can actually reap the benefits of it, right? We also have to understand that when we're investing in stocks, there are going to be lots of days, maybe even weeks, where stocks go up and down all the time. We only make money or lose money when it comes to stocks if we sell. That's it. While the money is in a stock, we're holding a position, and we either believe in the stock or we believe in the ride. And whichever you choose to be in it for, understand that you only lose money when you sell. So there's a lot of different things that I've been talking about. And one of the things that I was explaining in my stocks group that I was just this week was a concept called averaging down. And averaging down is when you purchase stocks that you already hold at a lower price to bring the average price that you paid for that position down, right? And that's kind of how you keep a good relative portfolio. And as the market goes up and down, and when it goes down, you kind of buy a little bit more if you can afford to do so. And as it goes up, your position is valued at a higher rate. But everybody has to understand what their risk tolerance is, what kind of investor they want to be, how they want to invest in their future. Stocks is one way. It's the way that I chose, or I'm choosing to do it right now. Who knows? Maybe it'll change next year. There are many, many different ways to invest in your future. I'm not telling everyone that stocks is the way to go. I like it. It works for what I want to do, but that's because I'm putting in the research. I'm taking the time, I'm doing the due diligence, and I'm researching about the companies and about the plays, and I am trying to make my own educated decisions, right? But if you are not interested in the risk that comes along with the stock markets, then there's a lot of other ways to invest into your future. It's up to you guys to determine what that risk factor is and how you choose to play, right? But I want to just throw this out there. I have a friend of mine that I haven't seen since grade 9, grade 10, and I've recently met back up with him. And he started a small stock account with Wealthsimple, which is one of the commission-free platforms here in Canada. And I've been sharing my journey with my stocks to him. And he's like, how did you start? Like, how much money did you start with? And I was like, honestly, I started with like everyone else. So just a couple $100. And I just kept reinvesting, and whatever spare change I had, I threw it in there. And I said, we have to understand, or at least for myself, I understand how I work. If I leave my money in my account, I'm going to spend it. I love food. I can't help it. If I go out, I see something that looks good to eat, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to eat it. And we all know that food is more expensive outside your house than inside your house. And I'm not talking about Uber Eats or DoorDash or anything crazy like that. But if it was a challenge to myself. So as soon as I had money in my account, I would transfer it to my stocks. And I knew that if it was in my stock, I was less likely to pull it out of my stock account and spend it on something else. So my challenge to myself was, I understand that I have this money in my account, but how much do I really need to live off of? So I threw everything I had, every time I had some money in my account, into my stock account. And my mentality was, if I left it in my checking account, in my bank account, and I spent it, the end result was zero. But if I threw it into a stock or cryptocurrency, because I do have positions in both Bitcoin and Ethereum, if I threw it in that and the stock went down or the cryptocurrency went down, it would still be worth more than zero, which it would be in my account because I would spend it. And we have to understand our own limitations, right? Sometimes it's very difficult to break bad habits, but we have to make those challenges for ourselves, right? So that's how I've chose to look at my investments. I've chose to challenge myself by throwing everything that I possibly can at my investments to think about my future. Because to me, the stock market, cryptocurrency is going to be a stepping stone to hopefully purchasing real estate again. Because right now I don't own a property, but I'd like to get back into property. And then I would like to look at other ways to setting up myself to financial freedom. It's not about getting rich or getting rich quick, but no matter what we do, there's risks in our lives. And I think that it's a little bit skewed to think that just because the money is in our bank account, there's no risk, because it's there. The risk is ourselves. We are our own worst enemies. And we have to figure out, how do we play well with ourselves? All right, let me just go through the comments here and make sure I say what's up. So, Red Lantern, what's good? Tony, how you doing? Rich, how you doing? Cyclone, Kristen, Roger, Elias. I see Elias is at work. Country Swag, what's up? Nicholas, Uno Nice, what's up? Sandman, how you doing? Tim Windsor, Big H, Shrinking Sharon, what's up? Paper Plate. All right, now I'm getting into the comments here. Let's see what we got. Paper Plate says, "Oh my God, I see gray hair." I don't know what it was, man. Maybe that's it. Maybe I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, yo, there's gray hair. I got to start thinking about my future. I got to live differently. I got to do different things. But I'll tell you, once I shaved my beard, when I lost that bet last year and I shaved my beard, those gray hairs came in. I'm telling you, man. I think my old beard was hiding them and they were just hiding underneath. And once they shaved them off, then they came in. Oh my God, this is great. NxtLvLTech, you are passionate about food. Please start a food channel. Okay. Who follows me on Twitter? Because I posted a screenshot. I got a notification one day on my phone. I think it was 2 days ago. And it literally said it was from Google reviews. And it was like, you were in the top 20% of food reviewers on Google. And I was like, yo, I don't even leave much reviews. I only leave reviews when people mess up my orders and I'm mad because I want to tell somebody. I was like, yo, I think Google's telling me I'm fat. But I actually do watch some food channels. I love food channels. I don't eat as much as I used to, but I do appreciate some good food. What can I say? Yo, this right here, Thomas C says, what up, Next Level? Appreciate the link for NordVPN. Is not like I always have a link in my description for NordVPN. Everyone knows I use NordVPN. I use NordVPN every day. And I'm not just saying that because I have an affiliate link for it. But right now, they have a birthday sale on. And you can, if you get the 2-year plan, you can also get 2 free years. Like, that's insane. They're giving away free time on the VPN stuff. So there's a link in the description for the VPN stuff too. But on our live show that we did yesterday on Beyond the Streams, I started it with it as saying companies, retail companies, a lot of us are doing online shopping, but companies like Target right now, they're changing the prices depending on where you're shopping from. And one person put up screenshots and I showed it on the live stream and they were like, I picked 4 different servers on my VPN and I got 4 different prices on toilet paper. So a VPN isn't just for streaming. It's not just for privacy. It's for price protection at this point. Some of us used to use a VPN when we were booking travel deals with like Expedia or, whatever airline company you were booking things with. But now the retailers are doing the same dirtiness like to us. So you got to have a VPN just to get around on the online world. If you're looking to spend money anywhere online, rock your VPN and see what happens. Chicken Wings channel. Cyclone says, I level up by surrounding myself with intelligent, honest, good people. I listen to the words of wisdom from these people like NxtLvLTech. I listen intently to what he says. Brilliant guy every day. Listen, I tell everybody, yo, my superpower is finding people that are smarter than me. Because I tell everyone, I'm like, I am the laziest person I know. I am not very smart, but I know how to find smart people. And I love talking to people and just finding a way to make their brains work differently for them to apply themselves and actually show how brilliant they are. I love it. And I've gone through these conversations with Cyclone all the time with a lot of people in the community. I ask questions to make people think. One of my most favorite words in the English language is why. And I believe that if you ask yourself why enough times, you'll find the answer to your own questions. A lot of times we struggle with creating tasks and goals and all kinds of stuff because we make our goals, our tasks, or the situations bigger than they need to be. If we break them down into a smaller, bite size situation, goal, task, problems, whatever it is, they become much more achievable when we're able to look at them from a different perspective. Again, we are our own worst enemies. See, here's the thing. You know, a lot of people are scared about investing, but it doesn't have to be scary. You can define what it is, right? And a lot of us are living in debt. And I think that a lot of us, when I say that, I speak for myself, but I've lived a lot of my life in debt, and I have myself to blame. I mean, I put myself in those situations. I spent my money, right? I could have chose to spend my money differently. I just didn't understand how to work with myself, right? Sometimes we have to look at it like that instead of trying so hard to change who we are. How do we work with ourselves? But work with ourselves until either we change our habits or work with ourselves so that we can navigate with them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you guys deal with in your life. I'm just saying that we have to understand that sometimes we are that risky business that we have to deal with every day. We are our own worst enemies, no matter what it comes to. If it's, motivating ourselves, if it's accomplishing a task, if it's finances, whatever it is, we have to battle ourselves before we battle anything else. Yeah, 100%. You can never think of yourself first when you have a wife, kids, family. Always be first. After this, then bills. Maybe you can get the leftovers, family. But I, maybe I'm gullible, but I like to believe that we are good people, and my goals are always in line with my son, my family, the people that matter to me. So if I'm striving for something, it's never just to benefit myself. So it's the same thing. Like when I was talking to my friend recently, he's the same thing. He's a single dad and he's not living off much. And I said, sometimes you got to take a step back just to look at the bigger picture. How do you get to that next step for you and your son? Because what you're doing right now, in most cases, ain't working. You got to get to where you want to be, but how do you get there? And taking that breather and taking that moment can be a world of a difference, right? We see people that go through struggles, depressions. We see stories all the time about self-deletion. There's certain words I can't say on YouTube and then social media, but we have to stop those habits so that we can be stronger for the people that matter to us. Oh, my chat just jumped. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat, guys. What's up, Digital Slang? I see you there, man. Oh, my chat really jumped. Oh, this chat's moving today. Holy crap. I'm so far behind. This is why I can't read the chat and have the conversation at the same time. Blemo says doing good, relaxing, been off for a few weeks. There you go. Red Lantern wanted to share some of his notes that he did this week, and it was to walk more and put aside some money for the future, for sure. Telegram's a lot bigger than my group, Cyclone, but yeah, I appreciate it, man. I try to make it fun for everybody. I try to make sure I get some good information to share with people. Yeah, so the stock market is crazy right now, right? But for myself, when I saw it today, to me, the stock market was a sale. It wasn't, oh, I'm losing money or whatever. Because if we actually looked at the graph for today, or even for the past 2 days, stock market went like this. And by the time it just closed, which was 40 minutes ago, it was already going like this. I seen some stocks that even went up 400 or 500% today. One of the ones I grabbed this morning for 20 cents went up to 35 cents. So that's a pretty good profit. I mean, I didn't drop a lot of money in it. I only bought a couple shares, but every penny that you can make counts, especially if you're using like some of these commission free applications. You could literally buy one of these 20-cent stocks And if it goes to 30 cents, you made 10 cents. That's still 10% profit. And then you keep reinvesting what you want to do. You can either leave it in there, let it grow, or you look for another stock that goes up 30%. You got to either decide what kind of investor you want to be. And yeah, I talk a little bit about that in my trading group, but there's lots of information on YouTube. Honestly, we live in a time today where there's so much information available on the internet. We just have to use a little bit of common sense, right? But trying is so much more worth it than not. I'm just gonna kick it on here for a little bit, guys. I know the Butcher is going to be on in a bit. Like I said, I did reach out to Jugs to see if he was around or if he was available, if he wants to jump on. But as far as I know, he wasn't available, but I'll double check. Because I really, really did like that live show that we had last week when he was on there. It was great. I actually did reach out to another YouTuber I've been following. He started his channel probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and he's almost at 10,000 subscribers now. And he's doing, I think he's doing $100 to $30,000 challenge in his investing account. And basically how it works is same thing. He's starting with one of these commission-free accounts, and every single opportunity he gets, he throws money into the account. And he's trying to grow it to $30,000 by making smart investments. There's a lot of different kinds of stocks. So you have your stocks that are that pay dividends. You have your long-term holding stocks that you believe in that will go up in a long run. So you have to do your own kind of research to figure out what kind of investor you want to be. But putting money aside is good for you and those that you care about, because you're going to be better off. I'm just catching up on the chat here, guys. Sorry. Paper play that says that I can be debated. He's pretty lazy. I don't know, man. I'm pretty lazy. I'm just saying. I try to be make smarter moves than physical moves. Let's just put it that way. What's up, Trooper? 619 OTA says Uber and Lyft are the worst. They will get you to leave your house cheap, but then triple charge you to get back home. We have to understand these things because convenience does come with a price, right? My Twitter is NxtLvLTech. I'm the same everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Telegram. My name is my name. That's honestly what it is. Yeah, here it is here. See right there, twitter.com/NxtLvLTech. You can't miss me. Oh, my chat just jumped again. So I'm just kicking it with you guys. I'll probably be on for like another 10 minutes. I might. Here, yeah, there's some good conversation. Yo, Digital, you around? You want to jump on? I'll send you a link if you're on, man. Let me just shoot you a quick message here, because I know that you just started your journey with some stocks, and I just want to hear about other people's stories, right? It's all about building a community, lifting people up, and sharing our journeys. The more we talk about it, is the more normal it becomes, and the more forward thinking that we are. So here, so Wealthsimple is the only platform we have available in Canada, and I've known this for about a week now, that you can do deposits now. Before you had to wait 3 days for deposits to go through. I've been waiting because I keep trying, and every time I make a deposit, I still have to wait the 3 days. I think they're rolling it out in increments. Not everybody is getting the access, but they are going to be rolling it out so that you can do an automatic deposit of up to $250. So that's going to be really good for us here in Canada. If you are looking to start some of the investments, Wealthsimple does have a couple different options. You don't have to buy stocks. They have managed portfolios where they buy stocks for you. They also have cryptocurrency where you can do Bitcoin and Ethereum. They also have, TFSAs and all that other kind of stuff. So there's links in the description if you guys want to check that out. You do get, I think, a $10 bonus if you start with $100, and it does kick something back to me. So it's up to you guys if you want to use my link or not. I don't mind if you choose not to, but I do encourage you guys to start thinking about your future and start investing in it. My chat keeps jumping like crazy. Yeah, digital. If you want to jump on, it's cool, man. I don't plan on being on there long. Whatever time you want to jump on and you want to hang out for 5-10 minutes, that's cool, man. Like I said, the butcher is going to be streaming at 5 o'clock. I'm not trying to steal any kind of limelight or whatever. I'm just kicking it, just having a conversation with you guys and just kind of sharing some of my stories with you. And there goes my chat jumping again. Holy crap. But yeah, so if you guys have been wondering what the tech videos are, I'll be quite honest. A lot of my time is invested in learning about stocks, learning about investments, determining what my future is going to look like. Trying to figure it out. Cyclone, leave me alone. You love it. I know you do. But like I said in the beginning of this live show, one thing, no matter what I look back on my channel, I absolutely love doing live shows and just hanging out with you guys and just talking. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not a big fan of editing videos. I'm not the greatest at editing videos. But no matter what I put out, I put it out for you guys, right? I hope that you guys enjoy the content, whatever it is. But the most realist times that I have with you guys is when I can kick here in a live show and just talk to you guys. Just be real. What's up, Paul? I see you. You're always at work, man. Yeah, so like I said, there's some links in the description if you guys want to check it out. There's a link for Weevil, which I highly recommend if you're in the States. And then if you're in Canada, check out Wealthsimple. Start with, Wealthsimple also owns Wealthsimple Tax. So they have a lot of different products. They kind of have a monopoly on the market when it comes to a lot of the online applications here in Canada, which I'm not complaining. I mean, they do pretty good at what they do for what they give us. I mean, it's free for us. I'm sure that we pay for it some way, somehow when it comes to data mining or whatever, because we've seen some of the stories in the States. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories, but whatever. A lot of cool people to follow on YouTube. The last live show I talked about, Andre Jick. There's also Meet Kevin, who's really good, who I've been watching a lot lately. There is, I think his name is Stephen Graham. I think that's his name. Can't remember. But once you start to, do your own little bit of research, you'll find people that you kind of connect to, and you'll start to learn stuff. And at the end of the day, it's not that knowledge is power, but knowledge is powerful. Knowledge can move us, and through the knowledge, we can move other people. We can motivate people, we can motivate ourselves, and we can make an impact in our own lives and the lives of people that mean something to us. Thanks a lot, Red Lantern. Really do appreciate it. Donations are appreciated, but never mandatory. This live show is really about investing in yourself and focusing on your future. I don't come on here and expect to get donations, but even from my very first live stream, I never thought that people would donate to me. I see a lot of you guys in the chat that are actually members and have been a member for over a year on this channel. And I just hope that I'm giving you guys back more than what you guys give me, because I appreciate it a lot. I do, for real. Yeah. So if you guys got questions for me, reach out. Like I said, there is the stock Telegram group. When you guys join the stock Telegram group, highly recommend, highly recommend. Check out that pin post, because I took some time to write up that pin post and kind of define what got me started, how I started making money in the stock market. There's a lot of good information that is automatically pulled from online and shared in that group, as well as there's people that, you know, ask questions. There's a bot in there that you can put the dollar symbol and the symbol for your stock, and it'll bring back information. Like, I put some time and effort creating this group so that it's a good group that I would want to go into and I would find it useful, and sharing it with you guys, hoping that you guys would find it useful as well. Yeah, Paul, I have another group. I know it's kind of an under the table group. It's my stock group. I know. I got so many groups. What can I say? Yeah. I have a couple things in the works as well that I haven't really talked about yet. I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk about them, but these are personal projects that might be kind of interesting. So they're still being created. I guess you can call this a leak. But I'm hoping that once they are finalized, that you guys are going to enjoy them. As always, anything I do when it comes to like even the merch that I created, they were really just giveaways. I gave away to the community, and all of the donations that were given to me during live shows went right back into my merch, and I gave my merch back out in the live shows. And I just try to give back as much as I can. At the end of the day, I'm on this platform because of you guys. Tim, I've actually never used Robinhood because Robinhood is not available in my country. But from what I've seen, Weevil looks like a better application. It gives you so much more information. I kind of, I don't know if this is perspective or personal, but I kind of trust Weevil more than Robinhood. When I've seen Vlad, who's the owner of Robinhood, on some of the interviews, just seems kind of sketchy to me. That's just my personal preference, though. We are going to welcome Digital Slang to the chat. Yo, it's been a minute since I talked to you. So how you been, man?
I'm good, man. What's going on, bro? How are you?
Just kicking it, man. Just talking about investing in yourself. I think it's a good time to start motivating people and building up the community. And we have been trapped inside of our houses for so long that it can get a little crazy. So
yeah, I'm so tired of being home, man. I need something to do. You know, you're one of the reasons I started in investing.
Really?
Yeah.
We've never actually had a conversation, though.
No, we talked about it a little bit. We talked about it. I don't know if it was on Twitter or on a live stream one day. We talked about it, and you actually sent me a few DMs on Twitter about it.
Really?
Yeah, and that kind of pushed me to start looking into it more, and then I started looking into it more, and now I'm hooked.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
And I talked to a lot of people that get into it recently, like after I talked to them about it. And I'm like, have you heard any comments from the people around you to see how you've changed? Because now we're always checking the market. We're checking the stocks. Like our focus is different. We have different, I guess, a different focus now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said earlier in the stream, if you have a little extra money, you know, put it in there, dump it in there. It's much, for me anyway, because I do have some crypto, but I don't take a lot of risk when it comes to some stocks. So it is safe there. I'm not worried about it going to zero ever.
100%. Right.
And you're right. If it's in my checking account or a savings account, I'm going to have access to it. I'm going to use it.
Because we are our own worst enemy.
Yeah. What's going on, Johnny M? Paper Plate? How you guys doing, man?
I always think it's more entertaining when I have someone here with me and I'm having a conversation. I'm sure that you guys hate seeing me just flap my gums for a whole hour, but I always appreciate when I have people like Digital Slang jump on with me. Digital Slang has Slangcast as well as live shows on his channel that he does every week. I think a couple times a week as well. So make sure you check out his channel. He does awesome work with a lot of stuff that he does. I watch a lot of his videos when it comes to a lot of the headphones that he's been putting out lately. He's definitely grown his channel quite a bit. Last time I checked, you were at 10,000. Where are you now?
It's at like 11.3 right now.
Yeah.
Slangcast is a different channel though.
That's different. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have about 5,000 on Slangcast and about 11.3 on Digital Slang.
You know, here's a good question for you. I tell everybody, take what you're passionate about and make $1 from it, right? Doesn't matter what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if Slangcast wasn't monetized, there is a million ways to make money doing what you're passionate about. Because Slangcast, you are super passionate about doing Slangcast because you love just kicking it back with the people, reading their questions, doing games with them. I see what you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we can't make a living or a part-time living off of something that we're passionate about.
Yeah. Slangcast, digital slang is one thing, right? And a lot of times when you start a channel, it kind of takes its own route, right? I didn't start the channel I started it to do tech in general, just general tech. It didn't matter kind of the genre of tech, but your audience kind of tells you what's working and what's not working. And then you have the choice to either follow that or, just keep doing whatever you want. So on digital slang, it was obvious. They like the audio, videos, headphones, earbuds. But on Slangcast, I get a chance to, again, do this, right? Because this is what I was passionate about anyway. It was kind of like, I always wanted to be on radio.
Dude, and you got the voice for radio. Everyone,
Thanks,
I don't think there's a single person that I haven't talked to about you that hasn't said that.
Thanks, man. But I tried. I
know. I heard the story.
Yeah, man. And each time I tried to get on the radio or just even go to school for radio, I got screwed over. So this, doing Slangcast every Friday night, and I stream on Digital Slang every Saturday night.
Yeah.
But it just gives me that, I feel like I'm on radio right now, or it gives me that same, well, I don't know if it's the same feeling because I never have done it, but this is what I assume it would be like.
I feel like it's a better experience because it's more personal when you do it this way, right?
I love it. I just have fun doing it. And Slangcast, like I said, I got 5,000 subs on there. That was the original channel that was stolen. And whether I make money on there or not, I don't care because I'm just enjoying what I'm doing.
100%. Yo, I got to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Why did you switch your microphone?
Dude, I'm on a microphone kick right now. I have so many mics right now.
I know you do. You got a couple up for sale. I seen that.
Yeah.
But I know that you loved your pod mics.
Pod mic. The pod mic and the Procaster. And the Procaster, which was probably my second favorite sounding mic anyway, because I have two things when it comes to mics. They have to sound good, but they have to look good too. And the pod mic I love. The pod mic is back there, right over there on the right there. So I'll never get rid of that mic ever.
Yeah.
I love it. It's $100. It's cheap. You know what I mean? It looks great. I love it. But the Procaster was probably my next favorite mic as far as sound quality goes compared to this one here. But this is the mic I always wanted. This is the one.
But like, let's be real. I have the same mic you're using right now, right?
Yeah.
Dollar for dollar, value for value, quality. That one that you have over your left shoulder there.
The MV7?
No. The one that you got right there. The one that you were using before this one.
The MV, this one.
That one's good, but I think the other one is cheaper. The pod, was it the pod?
The pod mic's only $100.
What's the other one they were using? Was it the pod mic before this one?
I had the MV7, the Shure MV7.
That's a good microphone, but that's still like $300-400, isn't it?
It's $250.
$250, because I know Rode makes a cheaper one that you were using for a long time.
That was the Procaster. Yeah.
I think that is honestly one of the best mics out there for dollar for dollar, value for value.
Absolutely agree. It's still $230 brand new.
Yeah, but it's half price compared to this one.
Yeah, but did you see what I paid for this?
You bought it off another YouTuber.
I bought it off Adobo on YouTube. I bought it for $200.
That's a steal.
Yeah,
You can't get this mic for,
I wasn't.
Why would someone sell this microphone for that price?
He had an extra one. If you guys want good tech deals, follow tech people on Twitter. There are crazy deals on Twitter for tech. I bought an iPad Air when it first came out off somebody on Twitter for $400. This was like a week after it came out. It started at like 600, 650.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, Zach? How you doing, man?
Yeah, Zach knows the Procaster is a beast, but I don't need all these microphones.
Yeah.
And you know why I sold it, though? I sold it because of my infatuation with stocks right now. So anything that I have extra that I don't need, I'm selling. That cash is being dumped into the stock market. And that's where I sold the AirPods Max yesterday. I sold the Procaster. I sold the phone. I sold, what else did I sell? I sold the Rode Video Mic Pro, another shotgun microphone. And all that cash has already been put into stocks.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, a lot of the tech that we have are depreciating assets. They're never really going to be worth more unless it has some kind of nostalgia or some kind of retro aspect to it. You might get more out of what you paid for it. So we got to do something to stretch our dollar even further.
Yeah. And I thought about selling, like you said, the pod mic behind me. So I'm keeping it because it's only $100. If I sell it, what am I going to get? 60, $70 for it? So that's going to stay. And then I convinced myself to keep the other mic back there, you know, the Shure MB7. I kind of convinced myself to keep that because I keep telling myself when the world opens back up and I start traveling, the 100%. Only USB mic I have.
Yeah. I've thought about actually buying the MV7, but I've been stopping myself because I don't know. I don't know if I like it as much as this microphone, but if I was to buy it, it would be for the exact same reason you just said.
Yeah.
I think it's a very versatile microphone. It's very compact. It has both XLR and USB.
Yeah.
But then again, there are some really good USB microphones that are a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what the Yeti, Blue Yeti, a lot of people use the Blue Yeti. Nothing.
I have it back over my shoulder there too.
Yeah, my Blue Yeti is.
Yeah,
I think it's up there. But good microphone, not that expensive, very versatile. One of the things that I like about it, when you're first getting started, the Blue Yeti has all those different features, right? If you're doing two people talking back and forth, if you're doing picking up the sound all around you, a lot of these microphones that you're spending a lot more money don't have those things because they're made for a certain purpose. So.
There's so many good mics out there. Technology is in such a good place right now. It's everything is cheap. You can get great quality things for cheap, and it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's microphones, headphones, earbuds. I mean, anything you can get for a good price.
100%. Yeah.
Zach, the Shure MV7 is awesome. I love it. And you can use, you know, you can take the pop filter from here and use it on the MV7.
Have you done any kind of pop filter comparisons or even the foam comparisons? Because I just figured that maybe I use the bigger one because I don't want to be yelling at it and it pops out or whatever. So I automatically put the bigger foam on my Shure. Have you done it?
I've done it and I have it. And I have that one here, the one you're using right here.
Yeah.
I also have these. Now, these are the ones I use for the pod mic and the Procaster. These are from B&H.
Yeah.
These like sit on the front.
Yeah.
I love these. I think these are fantastic. I think they look great too. But on the Shure, on this mic, you don't need the big pop filter. It doesn't make that much of a difference. You won't notice it.
Okay.
And
have you ever tried using it without it?
What's that?
You've tried using it without any foam?
No, not without any foam. That would be. You should try it right now. Go ahead, take it off.
I don't know. Nah, it'll probably be too noisy if I try to take it off. I don't know.
It sounds good though. It's a great sounding mic. Do you have a cloud lifter?
Yeah, I got a cloud lifter. I got one of the big ones. The one with two.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I have you're gonna kill me on this one, but I still haven't opened my Rodecaster. It's still sitting on my desk right here.
What are you doing, man?
I'm crazy? Terrible at unboxing stuff, and I don't have a tech channel, and I'm terrible at unboxing stuff.
Look, you just proved to yourself you don't need it. You might as well sell it and dump that money into the market.
Dude, if I show you what it's sitting next to, you're gonna be like, here, I'll even show you. Watch. This has been sitting on my desk for a month and a half.
You know what? You need to sell that stuff, man.
This is a 3090.
How much does that go for?
Probably over $2 US.
Wow.
2 Gs.
Yeah.
But like my thing was, I was editing so many videos like constantly, and I have the three channels and the podcast that I was like, I have a 1060 in this computer, and it was taking me forever. And just with everything that was going on, I've been doing more work on my laptop lately.
I wish I could do. I can't do that. I can't use a laptop for editing. I need
my laptop is a newer laptop. It's got the Ryzen 7 with a 1660 NVIDIA's graphics card. It's actually really nice. It's got the full keyboard with the number pad, so I use it like a computer.
You need to put that thing in there. It's going to save you so much time editing.
100%.
Especially with all the editing you do. We've talked before. I know how late you stay up editing, man. You need to throw that in and just go. Zach does make a good point there about the Rodecaster Pro.
Nothing against other people's choices, but the Rodecaster is overkill for solo production. With the Rode would make something for a solo creator. What? Oh, he wishes the Rode would make something for a solo creator. Well, yeah. I think here's the thing. The Rodecaster Pro is great for exactly what you said. If it's not a solo production, right? If you are producing podcasts, there is another one. What is it? The
Go XLR.
The Go XLR. That one's for the solo productions, right? But I mean, I'm recording podcasts every day, and my thing was more for future proofing. I mean, ideally, I would want both, right? And I agree with you. I wish they would come out with a product for that did both, right? Because there's so many good things with the two different mixers. We're talking about, if for everyone that's trying to keep up in the chat, we're talking about mic mixers, audio mixers. There are pros and cons for both of them, right? Like for instance, when you do the sound effects for the soundboard on the Rodecasters, it doesn't cut the sound out, but when you do them on the Go XLR, it does cut the sound out, right? So it depends on what kind of sound or production value you're looking for. When I'm recording with Rojas on the Beyond the Streams, he does sound effects sometimes when we're doing it. And once I have my Rodecaster up, I could be doing sound effects on my side too. So ideally, when I say future-proofing myself, when I do start to get on the road and maybe do podcasts on the road, the Rodecaster is definitely something I want to take with me. So I'm trying to think of the future and where I want to go, because the podcast is not something I want to end anytime soon. I have a lot of fun doing the podcast.
Yeah.
We get into such interesting conversations with tech, with companies, with people, with creators. It's a blast.
It is it's an amazing piece of tech. It really is. I do wish they made a Rodecaster Pro Mini. Mm-hmm. Like they should. They would sell a ton of them.
I wish Shure would come out with something.
Yeah, Shure should do a mixer as well. But I bought it for the same reason. I bought it. It's overkill for me. Zach's right, but I bought it before COVID. So I bought it. But the plan was to have, somebody else come here every week, do a podcast, and just start it that way. So again, like you, future proofing. That's why I picked it up. I do love it. I'll never get rid of it.
It's crazy because when I first got started, I was like, I wish I had someone locally that I could sit back and talk tech with. And, that would be cool if we started a podcast and we did all this stuff. And then you start to realize that sometimes you got to venture out of your regular stomping grounds to find people and conversations that you've kind of been yearning for a while, and really just let loose. So it's crazy that in today's day and age, you don't have to be in the same room as people to actually create that kind of conversation and that content.
You're not wrong, man. I have one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel was just to have conversations with other people that have the same passion in tech or anything about tech. Because I'm first and foremost, I'm all about tech, cell phones, headphones, audio equipment, mics, mixers. Like that's what I love. And there was nobody in my life that even cared.
Right.
No one. So that's why I jumped on the YouTube first as a listener, and then I was like, well, I got stuff to say. I want to talk about this stuff too. I'm just going to start a channel.
And you enjoy being overkill on the tech that you buy.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I am a little extra.
I'm going to call you out because I'm the same way. I mean, you just saw it on my desk. I have the Rodecaster. I haven't opened. I'm really bad at buying stuff and not opening it, but I like to have it for when I do want it.
That's something that, we're similar there, that we're both extra, but I don't know how you don't open it. I'm opening it as soon as I take it home and using it.
I mean, if it's a phone, that's different for me. Like if I had a Fold 2 right now, I wouldn't even know my S20.
You want one?
What S20?
I'll sell you one. You want one?
A Fold 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you had, but I want.
I'm ready.
Do they have different models of Fold 2?
No, well, different chip models, Exynos. Actually, no, there isn't. No, because they're all Snapdragon. Every Fold 2, doesn't matter where it is, it's all Snapdragon.
Why are you selling? Because the Fold 3 is coming out?
Well, I will be getting the Fold 3, and I'm only keeping the Fold 2 right now to use that as a trade-in because you're guaranteed $1,000 as a trade-in with the Fold 2. But now I'm just thinking I'm going to sell the Fold 2 and dump that money into the market.
Yo, the market is blessed right now.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question real quick. Change topic, back to the market.
Okay, let's go.
What do you think of Ada Cardano?
Okay. I am not a big altcoin person. I don't have enough knowledge to talk about it, but I also have a feeling, and this is just personal, maybe ignorant belief, but I kind of feel like the altcoins are a distraction to a bigger picture. They might be really good for flipping your money right now, but my idea of cryptocurrency right now is Ethereum's going to build an ecosystem where the online currency is going to evolve from, and Bitcoin is going to be that currency within it. That's kind of my mentality, right? Like when I look at companies that are worth billions right now, and I look at them because I think to myself, if I want to be successful, I have to look at the businesses that are successful, not the people, and make movements like them, right? We have a lot of companies that are purchasing into Bitcoin, but on social media, they're telling you about Dogecoin, about Cardano, about all these other ones. So to me, it feels like smoke and mirrors. It's almost like they want people to pull out of Bitcoin so the businesses can purchase it for cheaper and get better tax sheltering. So I don't really know which way to go. And I haven't explored very many options for altcoins or many platforms to purchase it. So I can't really answer your question on that.
Okay. Just curious. I'm heavily invested into ADA right now.
I think that it's not a dumb move.
Yeah, it is similar to Ethereum, just a little more advanced. The technology is a little better.
Yeah,
and it has moved up to the 3rd spot in crypto behind Ethereum and Bitcoin.
What's the price at right now?
$1, maybe $1.20.
Is that really the next closest to Ethereum? Ethereum's like
it moved up to number 3. ADA's number 3.
$100, and then the next one's $1 or something.
Yeah, well, it's the market cap. Damn. Whatever the market cap is. Yeah, I got in at around 80 cents.
That's great.
And they're talking about it. I mean, who knows what it's going to do? It's long term. That's how you have to look at it. It's not short term. Now you can have like a set cap where you want to pull your money out, but everything I have in ADA is just long term for me.
Now, I will say I am super bullish on crypto stocks.
Like who?
So, well, there's a bunch. And the thing is, I found a bunch that is actually Canadian and traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange. But a lot of them are just getting into the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange because they'll have different ticker symbols, right?
Is that like Riot?
Huh?
Is that like Riot?
So there's in the States, the big ones, Riot and Mara. Yeah. Right. But over here, we have ones that are called like there's Bitfarms. And Bitfarms is currently by the end of 2021 will be producing 30 Bitcoins a day. Like their setup is crazy. I bought 250 shares when they were worth 38 cents and they jumped up to $8.
Good for you, man.
But I mean, I spent $100 and I made a G. If I would have put a lot more money, that would have been crazy. I'm not saying that I'm rich off that, but I love looking at crypto, seeing the movements that it makes, and then watching how it plays out in the market. Because there's so many companies that a good portion of their portfolio is directly impacted by cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah.
And
I like what you just said, because the stock market, I mean, some people do, but for most of us, it's not get rich quick.
no,
Right? You have to make that first $500 profit or $100 profit before you can make a $2,000 profit. Like, you're going to grow it steadily. So yeah, you made what, $1,000? That's great. You can't even think about, oh, I could have made 10,000 if I put this much in instead, because you got to just start somewhere and build it up from there. So that's how you got to look at it. Anybody else, if you look at it differently than that, you might not make some money. You might be disappointed quite often.
Yep. I mean, I'll show you guys. So like what I like to do is exactly that. So the stock market closes, but cryptocurrency doesn't. So I always look at what's happening on the weekend and what's playing out for the stock market, because there's so many companies that are crypto related right now.
Yeah.
Like there's
PayPal sells crypto now. You can buy on PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal. That's right. There's at least 20 different companies that I follow, and right now I'm finding some of them for like 20 cents. There was one that I purchased today for 20 cents, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I bought like 350 shares of it. And before the day was over, it was worth 30 cents. Like that's already profit. It was not like a lot of money, but like when
if you have a diverse portfolio with a bunch of them, it just adds up, man.
Here's the thing. So I was looking at the market today and everything's red. And then there's certain things that I buy that I automatically put limit sells on when I purchase them. And when it gets to that percentage, I take my profit, right? Yeah. And everything was down because majority of what people buy into right now is the tech sector. But I started getting notifications, this sold and that sold. And I'm like, what's up right now? Oil. I had purchased into oil stocks when oil was super low back in like October. So oil went up and I took that money and reinvested into the tech stocks that were super low. So awesome. Diversity is huge, and it's all about making those flips and rotations 100%.
Yeah. I did that last week with, Sonos, the speaker company.
Of course.
I got in when they were very low. I think I bought in around 14 and they recently hit 40. Yeah. So I didn't pull all the stock. I just pulled the profit out.
Right.
I pulled all the profit out and then I reinvested that profit into something else.
Yep.
It's so much fun. I do enjoy it. And I'm learning a lot because I didn't know anything about it. Even when we talked about it briefly, I didn't know anything about it. But now it's all I do. All I do is watch videos on the stock market.
What do you watch?
It's just YouTube videos. I don't even know their names. I can go on and tell you.
Yeah. Because there's a couple that I watch. I'm curious to see if it's the same one. I talked about Andrew Jick, who's really good. Or Andre Jick, sorry. Stephen Graham, I think, is one of their names. Meet Kevin is also one. I started watching a lot of Kevin O'Leary because I find that he's very interesting. He's got interesting stories.
Two of them, actually, you know who just started? Two financial channels, two big YouTubers, Andrew Edwards and John Rettinger, both started new channels. Yeah. One's called Money Rush, and the other one, I'll have to find it. All of the ones that I've been watching are all around Ada and Cardano right now. One of them's the owner. The owner of Cardano has a YouTube channel.
Right. What do you use for your crypto?
I'm on a few different ones. I've been buying on Bitrex, but I'm also on Kraken.
Okay.
And Binance.
Oh yeah, Binance is big.
And then I just signed up for Coinbase as well.
Right. I'm thinking about getting into ShakePay, but I don't know if that's available in the States.
I haven't heard of that one here. Nobody's recommended that one. I've used the reason I buy now on Bitrex is because they take debit cards. Whereas like on Kraken, I have to make a wire transfer and things like that. Or I can trade, Bitcoin or something like that if I had Bitcoin.
Right.
But yeah, and then you put it right in your wallet. You have a wallet?
I don't yet. No.
Yeah. As soon as I buy it, I don't leave it on the exchange. I take it instantly off the exchange and put it in my own personal wallet.
Here, I'm going to show. Whoa. Why are you acting crazy? There we go. All right. So this is one of the ones I was talking about called Bitfarms. All right, it's a Canadian stock. They also have a US ticker. But if you look at it from here, it was basically worth nothing. And then once the cryptocurrency boom started happening, it literally jumped from like 10, 20 cents all the way up to about $8, $9 here.
Wow.
Right. And we got to think about how exponential crypto has been. And it's just starting to have that exponential factor on companies that are getting into it. Right.
Yeah.
Like we can jump into crypto right now and maybe we'll make 1.5, 2x over the next, year. But the companies that are invested in it are just starting growing. So you're not just going to make your 1.5 or 2x. Depending on if you get into it early enough, you can make more than that as long as you do your research, you believe in the company, and cryptocurrency is the way of the future. If it is the way of the future.
Yeah, if it is, and I think it will have its place, but it's going to be a long time for that. It'll be a very long time.
I think either it is the future or it's going to make certain changes to pave the way for whatever is the future.
Well, they already have. You can already get, I forget which one. I just read an article on it the other day, but you can already get a credit card that just uses crypto.
Yeah. MasterCard's heavily invested into cryptocurrency as well, aren't they?
So it is changing, and more of these companies are going to start looking into it, especially as it builds in wealth, because that's why they don't do it now. Is just not enough value there. Yeah. But once it gets to that point, more and more of these bigger companies are going to dump money into it, and it's just going to be worth that much more.
So I don't have a wallet myself. Do you mind shedding some light on this question?
Yeah, I put it in a wallet right now because I want to have total control over it. And it's very simple. That is the only reason. When the exchanges close or if the exchange goes down, I have no access to that coin anymore. Zero access. So if I take it off of the exchange and put it directly into my wallet, that exchange is no longer involved at all in what I purchased. I own everything. It's on my personal safe wallet that nobody has access to. On an exchange, what if an exchange gets hacked and you keep your money on that exchange?
100%. There's pros and cons for both perspectives. When we're talking specifically about Bitcoin has a cap of 21 million that will ever be produced for eternity. However, that being said, out of that 21 million that will be created, it's said that about 4 to 5 million is lost and can't be found. So people have these keys, people have either held on to them, put them on USB sticks, and they've lost them back when they didn't even think it was a thing. Yeah. So there's pros and cons to both. Yeah. Whatever you do, there's actually devices that are created to help you safeguard your keys. Generally with cryptocurrency, you have two keys. You have your personal one and you have a public key. The public key is what you would use for people to send you money, and the personal one is what you would use to withdraw the money from. So both keys are very important. The personal one, you never want to show anybody, leave out anywhere, or be reckless with it in any way.
Yeah, the wallet I'm using is a digital wallet. Mm-hmm. And it's not like it's a physical wallet that I carry around with me. It's a digital wallet that's, on my computer. It's not online. It's just on my computer. It is connected to, whenever you open it, it does connect to the what is it? The epoch and the the exchange. Not the exchange. It connects to the blockchain. Yeah.
Question for you then. Would you be interested in doing a cryptocurrency show?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we don't have to go too in depth. Let's just do the basics. Because I think people are curious, and maybe we can gather just some general information about what is cryptocurrency. I think that'd be a pretty good show.
Yeah, I'd love to, dude. I love talking about this stuff.
Let's see if we can maybe get some more people that are interested, see if they want to come on a show. We'll do a cryptocurrency show maybe next Friday. I think that'd be a good podcast too, but let's start as a show and then maybe we can go into a podcast after.
I'm down, man. I love this.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know that you got to get going soon. I want to respect your time, everyone else's time. Is there? Yeah, I see crypto for noobs. Is there any other questions we have before we get going? Do you use Coinbase? So you just started using Coinbase, right?
Yeah, I just signed up for Coinbase 2-3 days ago. I haven't purchased anything from Coinbase yet, but I'm going to. I heard a question when I was just signing in before, and I couldn't hear you because I was turning everything on about Robinhood. Are you using Robinhood or no?
So Robinhood Weevil is not available in my country.
Oh, okay.
So the only one that we have available is one called Wealthsimple because I'm in Canada, right? But from what I've seen, I really like the Weevil platform, and I wish that I had access to it. So I have one of my friends that I'm kind of coaching about stocks. I actually put their link in my description because I'm trying to help them out, and everyone gets 2 free stocks when they sign up. So it's a win-win for everybody. So I'm promoting Weevil because I kind of seen screenshots and I'm helping him through the platform. And part of my answer to that question may be ignorant because I've seen Vlad, who's the owner of Robinhood, on some interviews.
Yeah.
Seems kind of.
I saw the interview where he was point blank asked, like, what happened that day when that whole thing went down with Robinhood, and his answer was such a BS answer. Yeah. He was like, we did it, and we helped the people. No, you didn't. What are you talking about? You didn't help anybody but yourself.
Yeah. I didn't want to get into the whole conspiracy of it all, but it just seems so shady.
Yeah. The interview, I'm using it now because, one, that's what I started using. Mm-hmm. And it is very simple to use. The interface is so easy to use. It's so easy just to go on there and buy something. And when I did that, I didn't know anything about it. But that's why I'm signing up for all these other ones. I do have an account with Weevil. I do have TD Ameritrade.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for one that I like to transfer everything from Robinhood to that.
So have you used Weevil or you just have it?
No, I've just all this stuff, Coinbase, Weevil. I just literally downloaded all this past week and signed up for them all.
Just when I've seen Weevil and all the features that it has, I'm like, this is pretty awesome. Like the amount of information that it gives you, it also has the ability to do pre-market and aftermarket trading. And I'm like,
Yeah. But sometimes if you're just getting into it, that's confusing.
100%. I agree with you.
Like all that information is overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking at.
I agree with you.
That's why apps like Robinhood are so simple.
But when we got started, I'm not saying that we got started a long time ago, but when we got started, when we saw something we didn't know, we did what we do with everything else.
Just research.
Yeah. When we see things like DD, do your DD, due diligence, right? What does DD mean? Like some people have to actually go. Don't be scared to search some of these terms. You're going to see people talking about HOD, high of the day. The stock is coming close to its HOD.
Just YouTube will teach you everything. If you want to learn about stocks, man, hit YouTube up. If you want to learn about anything, just go on YouTube.
100%. So I wanted to thank everybody for coming out on another Feel Good Friday. I started the show with a challenge. So my last show last Friday was a Post-it note challenge to kind of write some of your short-term goals up on a Post-it note and put it in front of you wherever you're going to be, like if it's on your mirror when you're brushing your teeth or on your computer or on your desk, and just kind of keep some short-term goals that you're reminded of. If you don't complete it the next day, roll it over to the next sticky note, write them back out, and keep it moving. Stay focused on investing in yourself first before paying out anybody else, if it's your financial or your time, because we are most of our times our own worst enemies. We are a risk to ourselves. We are sacrificing our freedoms and what's justice for ourselves by giving everything that we do to other people. So we have to start learning to fight for what's ours, what we're deserving to have, and we have to quantify that by envisioning it first, right? The other I guess challenge that I had for you guys was learn how to pay yourself first, right? A lot of times we have bills that come in and we look at them and we say, okay, we have to figure out how to pay this. But why can't we make the same commitment to ourselves? Why can't we say, I want to invest $5, $10 a week, a month, whatever it is, and then struggle to find that money, struggle to build that budget, challenge yourself to do that. Pick something that you think that you can manage, or even if you don't, I'll tell you guys very, very bluntly. I set a ridiculous goal for myself in November that I wanted to save a certain number. It was a ridiculous number by my birthday in February. And I hit 50% of that goal. And it was the most money I've ever saved in my life. It was a ridiculous goal, but I killed myself trying to get there. I put so much money aside into stocks. I started researching, and that's the bottom line. You have to do your research and you have to try, because if you don't try, nothing ever changes. You stay the same place. So keep it moving forward, and always look how to take yourself to the next level. What do you got for the people there, Digital?
That's the best advice you can give somebody, bro. Pay yourself first, man, because I struggled with that my entire life. And I recently just started doing that. Like I'm older and I haven't saved a lot of money. But you're right. I gave myself a goal, and over the past 2 months, since I've put money into stocks, I have more money saved in stocks right now than I have ever saved my entire life. Just in 2 months.
Yep. Me too.
I've never had that much money in my bank account, and it's 5 times as much in the stock market right now that I've ever saved in real life. Yeah. I say real life like it's not real life, but you know what I mean. But yeah, invest in yourself, man, because that company that you bust your ass for will replace you the next day. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your family. And don't be scared to just go out and go after something, man. If you fail, at least you tried, right? You're not going to have any regrets.
So challenge to you guys, if you guys watch any cryptocurrency people, if you follow any cryptocurrency people, there will be some information that's coming out next Friday on a live show. Digital Slang City is going to try to make it, and we'll do some just, simple, basic FAQs on cryptocurrency. Some answer your just general questions, so it's not such a mystery for you guys. But if you have anybody that might be valuable for the conversation, invite them to message me on Telegram, Twitter, and start the conversation. And maybe we can build a nice little panel about cryptocurrency. I think it's very good that our community is starting to learn more about investing, more about stocks, more about cryptocurrency, because the world is ever changing. Cryptocurrency, if you're investing in it or not, you're going to have to know about it, because it's changing the world around you 100%. Guys, thank you again for hanging out with me for the last hour and a half. Absolutely loved spending time with all of you guys with Digital Slang. Thanks again for the donations, Red Lantern. Appreciate it. And I will be in the Telegram groups as well as Twitter, posting all the information. You guys take care, stay humble, be patient, and enjoy your weekend. Peace.